It's set in Sri Lanka, which is where I was born, and it's about two women. It's the stories of a very proud mother and little, very spirited young girl. So it's two stories going together, and they kind of mix in, entwine together as they go along. I was inspired to write this story because I grew up with servants around me, not necessarily because my family was wealthy, because almost everybody had servants, or somebody who worked in the house. But I was always interested in what they were doing and what their lives were like because they had different degrees of power in the family. And also a whole sense of class was something that resonated with me from a very early age, because a lot of the servants don't have a lot of power, and my interest was, well, what do you do if you don't have a lot of power? How do you wrest something for yourself? And in the book, there's many instances where the servant girl in the book, Lata, will do things that enable her to get some power, even though she doesn't have any real power, like looking after the little girls especially well and becoming almost like a mother figure to them. The way that the relationship between mistress and servant plays out in the book is interesting, well, because they talk about husbands and children and all kinds of problems. So I think there is a sort of an intimacy to the relationship that isn't reflected in sort of the price of the admission. The service and the salary is almost beside the point, because what is really being shared is something much more visceral. It's a sharing of secrets and desires and emotions. And I think it is reflective of the ways women adapt to these kinds of circumstances anywhere. You seek out other women and you befriend them and you hold on through thick and thin. And that is a strong thread that runs through this book.